Good morning, y'all. It is Saturday. It's like 9 o'clock. I've probably been up since like 7:38. I don't know. I think I would say like, I don't know. Because I actually had woken up like 2 o'clock. Y'all, let me just explain the night and then we will get into it. But so last night, it's so many things, but to top it all off, I literally fell asleep in the middle of pretty much everything that was going on and woke up so confused. Woke up to my friend gone, woke up to every light on in the house, woke up still in my work. I still got my work shirt on from yesterday, y'all. It was just a lot, but this video is called I'm Clearing, because I mean that in a multi-dimensional way. So I feel like currently in my life right now, I'm clearing. Like when I say that, I mean I'm clearing in terms of I'm making space for the new to come in, all these changes I keep saying that I want to come in. And then also I'm clearing like in a sense of I'm only dealing with truth, like I'm only speaking truth and I'm only taking in truth. And I'm only like dissecting information from a truth lens. Like I'm no longer wanting to deal in illusions, and I'm just being real. Like I'm when asked about it, I can only speak truth. So I'm saying that to say like this vlog is gonna be different, because I feel like in my other vlogs I just kind of tell y'all what I'm doing, or I'm always like informing y'all about something, and I'm just like, in this video I just want to speak and act and present straight from the heart chakra, straight from my truth. Just want to really come at y'all from a heart chakra lens and just be open, I guess, be more open, because I am seeing that this is not just on here, it's also a theme in my real life. It's like I'm not always open about how I feel. Like on here I'll tell y'all what I'm doing, or like, you know, what I got going on, but I don't really say how I feel about it. And I just feel like if I did more of that, I would be able to, first of all, get better at it, and then second of all, you know, connect more with others, make way for more genuine human connection. So yeah, I thought today might be a good day to vlog, because I'm just kind of coming into this headspace, and I guess this is kind of like me experimenting with it. So I thought today would be a good day, because it's going to be a vlog of me getting ready. I'm about to actually get dressed. I'm gonna just kind of be around the house a little bit, because I'm waiting on my friend Khalil to get off of work, and then he's actually taking me and hopefully a friend out for drink. So yeah, so sweet of him to like propose that, but it's part of a bigger picture, y'all. It's part of the fact that I've been so down the past couple of weeks, like literally just had quite a depressive episode. I'm still coming out of it within, I would say, like, even today, like, sorry y'all, even today, like, I feel okay, but it's like, oh my gosh, I've literally been fighting to just feel okay for like 2 weeks. And it did start with being, you know, in a depressive mood, a very severe depressive mood for, I would say, 3 to 4 days, y'all. Just really tearful, really hopeless. I don't know, just not really seeing the point of anything, being in that headspace for like 3 to 4 days, just being extremely tearful, like in my day-to-day life, at work, like on the way to work, coming home to like cry, just being in an extremely tearful mood. And then within the days following, an extreme wave of like mania, just like, I mean, there was literally one day last week that I literally wore myself out. Like, I came home from work, I was high energy at work, high energy getting home, and got home, cleaned my whole house, started making clay from scratch. I mean, I was painting something. I probably was watching a show. I probably was, y'all, I'm so sorry. I probably was just tending. I think I cut my plants, like went through and like cut all the dead pieces off of every single one of my plants, like one by one. Literally brought them one by one and set them on my dryer and was cutting them. Just anything. Probably was on TikTok, probably was texting, probably was talking to a friend on the phone. Khalil probably came over. Like, just so much activity. And it was to the point where I literally, by the time I got to bed, which probably was so late, honestly, because I probably like literally just kept going. It was so late. So then I don't get any sleep because I couldn't hardly get to sleep, just from just being so overstimulated. So no sleep, go to work the next day because I wake up so early. I'm tired, of course, which causes my sensory issues to act up because now I don't have the right amount of sleep to navigate. I don't even know how to describe them. I don't know, like, I guess I would say like the kind of triggers at work, like, which can be so small. It can be as much as someone like setting a cup down too hard, or like screaming at another coworker really like out of nowhere, or just like, you know, someone coming behind me I didn't know it. Like, just so many different sensory things, especially noises, y'all. And then lights too. Lights are pretty rough for me too. I prefer like a dimmer lighting. And yeah, so from there it's just like I've been trying to, I guess, reestablish that disruption of my mood stability, because it was just so up, down, round and round. And then, you know, even after the manic period, I go back into depressive here and there, and then I'm manic again. And then after the couple days, which I'm gonna be real, it was CBD. It was definitely CBD that has helped me like level out my moods. And, you know, I started doing my research, and I was like, wow, like there's actually a lot of cool health benefits from CBD. I might do a video on it or something soon, because I was really taken aback. I mean, I had always heard of it, but I was just like, this is fake weed. So I don't know, but I might do a video on it, because I'm like, okay, this is about to be my girl right here. Like, I'm about to definitely utilize her and try to get back into therapy. And then I had another solution. I feel like I had another solution. One major solution is that it's about to be warm outside again. So I'm just like, just hang in there, and then the summer will come and you can get back in the sunshine and get back in nature like you're supposed to. And that right there is going to help tremendously. I already know, because I just know myself. I've seen the pattern. But yeah, so the friends come into it because, you know, I just kind of have been working through this on my own. And, you know, when you're in that kind of phase of like irrational thinking, you can kind of tell yourself that everybody's out to get you. Like, you literally convince yourself that none of your friends are your friends. Nobody really wants to help you. And it's just, I just hate to be in that place. But once I kind of opened up to my friends, probably as of yesterday, I maybe started opening up to my sister about the situation. how I was feeling. I don't know, like maybe just a couple of days ago. And like I said, y'all, it's been like 2 weeks. So mostly just been battling through it myself. So yeah, my friends have just since then have really like enveloped me. Like they really have enveloped, enveloped me with love, I would say. You know, my friends are starting to kind of hone in on me and like want to know more about what I got going on and wanting to help me and just wanting to cheer me up and wanting to get me back to feeling like myself, which I'm getting there. And you know, this is the same time every year, y'all. I usually have an episode around this time every year. I think it's the seasonal depression that just really just, oh my God. But yeah, beyond that, like I said, my friends have just been so sweet, and that's kind of where, you know, Khalil was like, let's go out tomorrow. Let's go. I think I'm not gonna put him out there, but he came up a little bit, so he's wanting to bless his friend, and I just think that's so sweet. And I don't know. I just feel like if anything, I've gotten right. If anything, I've gotten right at the age of 27. It's definitely been the support system that I've built up for myself. Like my friends and family, like I can't name a better I can't name a better, like, I don't know, a better form of love. Like they really just never falter. They never let me down. Even when they have their own things going on, and I try to be that way too. Like even when I'm struggling, I try to still help in my capacity. And you know, sometimes it just takes being a listening ear. And you know, it takes nothing to be a good listener. And sometimes it doesn't take a lot of time. But I don't know. These days, people just different. I don't know. It's like people just be scared of vulnerability. I guess that's due to a lot of ego. And then, I don't know. It's just like people kind of have a stigma, I think, about mental health. So they're just kind of like nervous to talk about it with each other. And I see that changing a lot, but human connection is like literally the only thing that's going to save us. So I hope to see that change even more. But I can say that I do have a great example of that kind of human connection in my own sphere. So I'm grateful for that. There's more to the story, of course, but I'm going to get into that, y'all, when I go put my mask on. So bear with me. Okay, y'all, now we are in my bathroom so I can get started for the day. I'm going to put a turmeric mask on. I'm just going to use this leftover turmeric I had from last night. But yeah, so this is the part where I'm about to clear. Like I'm about to speak the truth, and then I'm also about to clear it from my mind. Like this is the last time, hopefully, that I speak on these things so I can move on. But for one, my cat ran away, guys. And that was so devastating to me because I'm so emotionally dependent upon her. Like she was such an emotional support system for me. And what happened, you all, was that lately she had been trying to get out, and you know, I've been able to curve her from the front door, but it's just so crazy. Everything happened. My door had actually been acting up lately, like my front door, and it's been so windy here in the mountains. So when I would go to shut my door, it would bounce back open if I didn't close it the right way, even if I locked it. So what happened was, and how I knew it was acting like that, was that one day I had went to work. My commute is an hour away. and I work for 8 hours. And then I drive back home another hour, and I arrive home a total of 10 hours later to my front door wide open because the door had bounced back. So even in that instance, I was like, oh my gosh, my cat probably ran away. Came home and she was at the top of the steps. So, I mean, I don't know if she had went and had her fun for the day and came back. I don't know. But she was there. So then the second time it happened, which when she actually ran away, was I was bringing some groceries in and I had my little sister, and she was like helping bring the groceries in, and I guess she hadn't closed the door all the way, or maybe it was me that came in last. Somebody didn't close the door all the way or hard enough, and it was wide open. So I was like, I remember seeing my kitty when I first came in, but it's like after that I just assumed she took a nap or something, because she does that. She'll disappear for a couple hours, and she literally just never showed up, and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'm sure she'll come up at some point, or I'll see her in the bed at some point at night. Woke up, she was nowhere to be found. And she's also my alarm clock. So when she didn't wake me up in the morning, I was like, like, I wonder what happened, or I wonder if she nearby or what. So I looked around my neighborhood a little bit, didn't see her, and I made a social media post for my locals to see if they had seen her or if they had known anybody that had seen her, and nobody did. And she's so pretty that I just feel like even if somebody seen her, y'all, they would easily steal her, because she was beautiful. She is beautiful. I'm gonna speak it like that. She's beautiful. I'm gonna put some pictures of her. She had the most beautiful coat of hair. She's a Maine Coon. She had the best temperament of any cat. I will never get another cat again after that, because they will never be as perfect as she was. Like she had it all. She was really the girl. She was an it girl in my world. So I will miss her. But that definitely, I think, kind of pushed my depressive episode back by a little bit more, because I feel like before that happened, I was like doing okay. Like I was, feeling a little bit better. But really, y'all, the main stem of a lot of my triggers around this time of year and on top of seasonal depression is usually whatever like love relationship I have going on at the time. Because around this time, every year, might have been a different character, but there's always some like crisis like situation with the relationship I'm dealing with. Like it's like something has to happen, or the relationship doesn't move forward, or it doesn't work out. So I usually end up around this time of year getting into a relationship. Like when I was younger, I usually would get into a relationship around this time of year. And then just lately, lately it's just like the whole relationship been falling apart with somebody around this time of year. So with that being said, that's kind of like a major trigger, because I would say it was in like a longer distance situation, trying to sort that out, trying to get more comfortable with that. And I don't know, I just don't know what the magic recipe is for making that happen and still being able to be mentally stable for real, because I really can't tell you. Like, I don't know if you automatically like have, I don't know, I feel like you kind of have your own love language already. Like for sure, my love language for sure is like words of affirmation. So I love to be texted or told, on the phone or talk to in person, just about how much the person values me and the relationship. Like someone saying it to me, like that's everything to me. But where that can go wrong is that you can go a lot off of words and not so much action, not so much demonstration. So somebody could tell me all these grand gestures and I'd be like, oh my gosh, they have such a way with words. Like I love words. I'm a writer. So when somebody can beautifully like wrap something up to me in words, I'm just like, oh my gosh, like this is magical to me. And you gotta really like learn to see the demonstration behind those words, because you really will just get sold a whole bunch of just whatever you want to hear. Like the same way words can tell a story, like you can really start to use a person's words to like create a story and create a narrative that you want with the person. And it's just like, that's great, but are the physical moving pieces there to like make this happen? IDK. So yeah, just always feeling conflicted with that, y'all, around this time of year. Like trying to see, is the person I'm like with at the time, are they matching up? Like, or like really ultimately, how into you are me if there's not a lot of demonstration behind it, period. So just been kind of working through that and have been vocalizing that to my friends, and they're just like, they ate me up. Like they cleared me for real. Like they cleared me and I was clearing myself. Like just like you like, and they've seen this trend with me. Like they see this trend with me and like, man, and I'm just trying to turn over a new leaf. Like I really just want to be in my feminine energy. I just want to receive. I don't want any conflict. I just want to be loved, and I just want to be soft, and I just want someone to, I don't know, like be in sync with me in terms of our emotions and the way we feel about each other. And it's just hard to find that, I guess, again, like speaking to the vulnerability, because it's like, I was watching Little Manhattan. I'm not gonna lie, like I watched it at least 4 times last weekend. And it was just a lot of conversations about like, love is about like grand gestures and like going out of your way to like, taking that risk to go that extra mile to show that person that they're loved. Like, yes, like sometimes you have to take a risk. And I just feel like people not really, I don't know, like I guess that's the Scorpio Venus in me too. It's just like if people are not willing to like sacrifice something or bend somewhere or, show some gesture that they really want to make it work with you. It's just like, do they really want to make it work with you, or are they happy? They can be happy to have you, but are they happy also with the terms that you've allowed, even if those terms don't even work for you? So, yeah, my friends ate me up, and they just want to make sure that I'm being totally emotionally fulfilled in my relationships. They are telling me not to rush. They're telling me not to, feel like everything is the end all be all. And I really be feeling like that. Like when I fall for somebody, like I'll just be like, this is everything. Like if this doesn't work out, everything is done. Like I just be that invested with my Scorpio Venus. And I don't know. I just feel like too, like I'm 27, the girls is always like, oh, your biological clock is ticking. And I feel like that. I do. I really do. And not even that. It's just like, I just want to make sure like I have the utmost respect and vice versa for the person that I procreate with. I just want it to be based in pure love, and I just want it to, I don't want a lot of the other stipulations that come from having a kid out of, coming from other intentions, like, I don't know, like you're not really caring for the person and you accidentally, like I feel like that's not the circumstances I want to have a child. Like I wanted to bring a child up in pure love, like there was a build up between the two entities, and there was love built up between the two entities. They connected. It was a ritual of love. and intentionally a present of love was created and enjoyed and poured into throughout the years. So yeah, it's like you gotta find that, and then it's like your biological clock is ticking. So I'm still young. I have to remind myself that. And my best friend was telling me that too. She's like, girl, just relax. And I'm like, yeah, you're right. But it's so easy to fall into that, y'all, and I know y'all know where I'm coming from.
So now y'all about to just get a montage of me doing my hair, pretty much. Blow drying it, seeing how long it is, just doing my little process. I'm trying to show y'all how I get it into the shape I want before I actually twist it. I was trying a new hairstyle, so I was like, this is kind of risky, but I was like, let me, I guess, show them how I would consider going about this hairstyle. And I just kind of got it in place. This was showing how, just making sure that particular section was styled how I wanted it to before I did the twist. And yes, gelled down, y'all, because my hair is so thick, like I don't even know what to say. Yeah, just going through my whole process for real, showing y'all how I would go about. Like I said, this is an experimental style, so, and I am pretty good at doing like a new style. Like I have a way of like studying the person and seeing how I want my own to lay. And so I'm just showing y'all, like, that's how I wanted it to lay in my mind. I was like, okay, we're gonna twist, but I wanted to give this. So I just twisted. I was not trying to show y'all me twisting that because it wasn't that deep. So twisted, put rollers on the end, period. Yes. Then I am putting my oil. I have to put I have like the whole jar because sometimes I really be too lazy to actually put it in a Euphoric Dreams container like at home because I be needing it so fast. And yeah, oil my hair down with my oil and put my bonnet on, called it a day. Ate a yummy smoothie yogurt bowl I've been making. I eat this every day, y'all, literally every day at work and at home. Just painting my toenails. That's always a mood booster. Laying in the sun, enjoying my life. This is my art from my recent art show, you all. This was one of my favorite pieces. It's very bright and sunny. And it was a nice day too, y'all. So I was just laying in the sun at my house enjoying the beautiful weather from my apartment. And yes, y'all, this is after I had twisted it and let it set for the day. It's like evening time. So I was taking my twist out. Makeup already done, fit already on, as you can see, period. At this point, I probably was still waiting on my friends to show up, so I feel like I actually did pretty good about getting ready in a timely manner for this particular outing with my friends. Usually they're waiting on me like, girl, what are you doing? But I did pretty good. So yeah, just showing y'all like the gist of things. You know, I'm not doing a whole tutorial right now, but just showing y'all kind of how I go about it. And this was the end result. I thought it was pretty cute. I like how the top came out. Yes, hair is still living and giving. Okay, we at the restaurant, of course. Eating down. My food was already gone at this point. We was watching the Olympics. pretty interesting. And I love my friends. It's always good to get together with them. Like, so sweet, so much fun. Oh my gosh, my faves. Hey, Thad. You made it. Okay, y'all. So then I had to get into my home. My niece's stuff, art supplies, just like my apartment was a mess at this point from just coming and going. Like, I was like, okay, sis, we need to get it together. Bedroom in shambles because literally I picked out an outfit and that's the shambles. So y'all, I'm about to thrift my dining room area. Like, I'm about to get rid of this table. It's too
Good afternoon, y'all. It is Sunday. I've been vlogging a little bit, like as I've woken up, but for the most part, I've just been cleaning up, getting my space together for the week. I did take a time when I woke up to kind of just check in with myself and see like how I was feeling. And I felt pretty good. Like, I don't know, today just feels like a really good Sunday. Like, I just seen on Twitter, somebody was like, this is the most Sunday-est Sunday in a long time. And I'm like, yeah, I really couldn't agree more. Like, it just feels easy, like, laid back. Like, I don't feel any urgency. I have not had a Sunday where I didn't feel like some sense of urgency in a long time. And just in regards to, like, mental health and things like that, like, today, I honestly feel the most balanced. I feel the most clarity. Like, I feel like my awareness is rational. I feel like I'm seeing things clearly. And it is such a relief because, like I was explaining earlier, the past 2 weeks have really just been hell, honestly. And I'm going to get more into that. But last night, y'all, was pretty fun. We ended up not doing too much because you got to realize everybody in this crew is 25 plus, so don't be trying to do too much. We went out and had a drink, and it was this really sweet, like, high schooler. I guess his parents own the restaurant, but his name ended up being Angel, of course, universe. And he ended up just being, like, such a light and just, like, explaining how he had his own struggles of trying to, like, or wanting to stand out, want to do his own thing, but like peers, especially around here, baby, please don't try to be nothing different or don't try to be self-expressive around here, because hell, and don't be black and don't be of color trying to do that, because hell no. But we were just like encouraging him, like, no, like, you need to keep on. Like, he was showing us like some of his outfits, like he was passionate about fashion and stuff, and we was just like, no, like, you need to keep doing that. And if you can't find you a community around here, post down on social media and you will find them on there. But it was almost kind of like, I think, I don't know, I feel like, you know, when you like telling somebody something and it's like, I low-key need to hear this myself. And I feel like the same for Khalil too. So it's kind of like we were, I don't know, like, I feel like, and then the name being Angel, I just feel like it was something universal synastry associated with that. But yeah, after that we just had some drinks and, you know, and then we came back home to do some recreational activities before we were supposed to go back out to another, we were going to actually go to a bar, but literally got up in here and that was canceled. Like, I was so tired, everybody was tired. We was just like, it's enough. Like, the fact that everybody's schedule was cleared enough for this moment, like, that is great. It's sensational. So yeah, I fell asleep, and it's just like every night, like, it's not only 2 nights in the weekend, but it's like both nights, y'all, I just crashed. Like, the first night I crashed with my clothes on from work, just literally in the middle of watching Madea Goes to Jail. Like, had a friend over when I fell asleep and woke up to friend gone. Like I said, everything on in the house still. Woke up totally disoriented around 2 a.m. And even in the morning, I still felt disoriented, like, after that. So today, I mean, I felt a little bit out of sorts, but I'm just like, girl, what is up with this just, like, crashing? Like, I don't know if I'm just, like, mentally catching up physically, child. I don't know, but I feel well rested. I feel mentally balanced right now, and like I said, it's been a minute. Um, but yeah, so going back to the past 2 weeks, one aspect of the mania is that I get this notion that I want to move. 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 I need a new job. I hate everything. I want to move. Like, and that, y'all, is what happened to me in 2018, I think it was. Like, I didn't even realize like what mania was. I didn't know like aspects. I didn't even know I was bipolar. I just didn't think that really fit me. I didn't know much about it to even say if it fit me. But yeah, literally let mania convince me to move out of state, like very sporadically. And then COVID luckily cushioned my fall back to home where I am now. Like, but I would have been coming home anyway, just because I was just, I don't know, I was just doing too much, like doing too much. And it kind of brings me to, like, as I'm kind of getting more balanced out, I actually been watching more videos around like giving up on the American dream. And I'm like, it's really starting to click. Like, it's really starting to click. Like, this is what happened. This is exactly what happened. And I can honestly say, like, I had mental health going on, but capitalism definitely like exasperated the process. I keep using that word, and I hope I just now used it right. But honestly, I noticed this mania first kick in with the wanting to move. And I moved once every year, y'all. So I noticed that like during this depressive episode, which at the time I wouldn't have even known it was a depressive episode because I wasn't aware. And see, look, done lost the point. But yeah, I had just got out of college, American dream, supposed to go to college and get in debt so that you can get out and then all your dreams come true. And I started working my first 9 to 5, and I knew that was my first job out of college. I knew instantly. I said, I don't want to do this. I was like, I don't want to do this. It's not even that I don't even want to like do the job, because I mean, it's nice to be a reporter. I love journalism, but it was just like, I don't want to do this. Like, months in, and I can't leave people spend like 60 years of their life like slaving away, like, because months in, I was like, I don't want to do this. And I fell into that depression, mania, convinced myself to move out of state because I thought that the key was just moving out of state. I was like, let me just move. That'll fix everything. And was literally in a different state, running a whole different rat race, struggling even more to keep up with a different job. Location didn't fix nothing. I feel like it just made things worse, really. Yeah, so nowadays, like I said, I've been paying attention to these videos, and I'm really feeling like I had the right feeling, but I just went about it wrong, because when it comes down to it, it's like the things that I want, or like the things that I would say that I wanted, it's like, do you really even want that? Like, and that's what, like, a couple of the girls' videos was like, why do you want the things you want? And I was like, why do I want the things I want? Like, and then it brings up the question of like, what do you want? Like, what do you want your life to consist of? Because I'm not trying to do the capitalism thing, y'all. I'm opting out. I'm looking for ways every day to opt out. But it's like, what do you want? And it's like, when I think about the life I want, it is absolutely a life that is centered around nature and art and spirituality, freedom of movement, freedom of time, like feeling like my time is my own, healthy human connection, being able to explore, being able to enlighten others, being able to learn, access to knowledge, access to other people's narratives, things like that. And that is actually like very feasible in kind of the setup I have right now. But I get in these moods where I'm like, I need to move, I need to move, I need to move. My peers are doing this, my peers are living this quality of life. They're able to do this and go in this and this and this. And you're just here. And it's like, what do you want out of life? Like, do I want to move to like a bustling city and be like, again, slaving away probably 10 times harder, which I don't want to work. We already crossed this line, y'all. I don't want to work. And it's like where I'm at now, it's like, yo, I just, and my friend had told me this yesterday. It's like, Kabrea, you live 10 minutes away from Grandview, like one of the most like sought after like state parks in the state because it's just so beautiful and it's just such a nature-esque place. Like I live 10 minutes from there and I'm so close to all these other like nature attractions that I've always loved, and I love nature. And it's like, yeah, it gets bad in the wintertime here, my seasonal depression, but in the summertime, sweetie, like you really can't, like it is almost heaven. Like when they say West Virginia is almost heaven, like it really is. Like I can wake up, the sun is out most of the days in the summer, and it's not like it's like scolding hot like it is in most places. It's like, I don't know, and it's like, you know, I can go swimming, I can go fishing, I can access like any form of nature. Like I have peace. And even my home setting now, like I've said before, this is the most at home I have felt in, I mean, I've told y'all, like even since childhood, like because I never really felt at home. Like as a child, I felt like we could always up and move at any time. But this current apartment, it's the most at home I felt. And I just don't, like when I think about what I'm longing for like my pure reasons, my pure intentions, it's that I just want peace. I literally just want peace. I want freedom to create, freedom to move about, power over my time, being able to move off my own biorhythms. And you know, I was going on this like hardcore job search in my last mania episode. Like I was like, I need a new job, I need a new job, I need to move, I need to go, blah blah blah. And it's just like my job is straight. Like my current job is straight. Like the only thing that's so annoying sometimes, and it's not even that bad, it just depends on my perspective. Of course in the wintertime it's bad. Like the wintertime is just trash. I need to just accept the wintertime is trash, and that, you know, maybe I need to make changes every time the wintertime comes around to ensure that, you know, a girl can survive. But beyond that, like I said, my life is like sweet. Like I work at a place where I'm not going to get too much into it. I do what I love. It's very rewarding. I'm helping others. It's a great rate for where I live at. And my schedule is sweet. Like I go to work at 7 a.m. I'm off at 3. I'm off on weekends. Like, yeah, I work, but it's like I get off early enough, like in the summertime, 3 o'clock, sweetie, I have still 6 hours to make life happen. And then also it's like where I live, it's like, do I just let people that don't live here tell me how I should feel about living here? Because it happens, and I'm noticing that. And the thing is, like where I live, I mind my business, I enjoy my nature, and there's good and bad things about everywhere you live. And I'm also really centrally located. Like this is a good sweet spot, and then the cost of living is like nothing. It's like pennies, sweetie. It really is. So it's like if I was to want to be rooted here and just live this life that I actually desire, and just go and have these experiences, because I make myself feel like I'm closed off to the experiences that like my friends and people in other places have because I live here, and they make me feel that way. I have family members that make me feel that way, like well, what do you expect? Like, and it's just like, I mean, I expect to be happy, I expect to be at peace, like I expect to live a life I don't have to strive and suffer every day, day in and out, and still have my freedom. But yeah, I just feel like I can really be rooted here and travel so many different places from here. And it's just like when I think of peace, present moment, it's where I'm at. Like sometimes you're exactly where you're supposed to be. And then sometimes when I think of like moving and stuff, it's like I understand that I won't be at peace probably initially, but if I work hard enough, capitalism dream, if I work hard enough, once I get there, then everything is going to be sweet and it's going to be amazing, because that's what happened when I went to college, right? So it's just like I'm done with the American dream to you all. I'm opting out. I've been wanting to opt out for a minute, And I feel like what works for me now is working for me now, and I'm just gonna be more grateful. Honestly, I could always stand to be more grateful because I just feel like I'm always complaining. When I get in these manic states, I just want change, so I just start complaining about literally everything in my life, and really there's not much wrong. Like, I'm surrounded by family. I have access to love, whether it be in person or, virtually, the communities I've built. And I mean, I have peace. Like, why would I go seeking out other peace when I have peace? Um, yeah, so I'm definitely opting out, and especially from like this day forward. Like, I just see things so clearly now. That's pretty much all I have to say, you all. I feel a lot better even just like saying that to like you all. Yeah, I would just love to hear y'all's thoughts on this. I would love to hear some thoughts. But yeah, you all, I'm probably about to hop off of here. It's been quite a weekend. I'm glad we could catch up. And I got to get ready for Euphoria. So bye, guys. Much love.